Hey everybody, Sean from Media Assault here, and it's time for me to do another gaming video. This will actually be an update to my Xbox One collection. These are the physical games that I've picked up since my last video, which was June 30th of 2016. Now this, again, I have to have this disclaimer that this is not the only, or these are not the only games that I've purchased for the Xbox One since then. These are just the physical games that I've purchased since then. I do a fair amount of digital game purchasing, but I still prefer physical games. So if I get a good deal on a digital version, I will pick it up, especially with the deals with gold that Microsoft does, and of course the games with gold, free games. And with the Xbox One, we've also got the Xbox 360 backwards compatibility, so I have a lot of stuff on my Xbox One that's been downloaded for that. So I don't have a ton of games. I have 8 games here. A few of them I have played, some of them I have not, but let's get right into it. First off is one that I have played and I really enjoy. It is Battlefield 1. This is the Early Enlister Deluxe Edition, which I actually did not buy when it first came out. I actually got this a couple of weeks ago, and it was on sale. So I wasn't really an early enlister, but I did pick this up. It did come with the extra download, the extra DLC. But I really enjoy this. The World War One scenario, the well, not the scenario, but the World War One theme, all the different weapons. I like the fact that it's more old-fashioned. There's not all the high-tech stuff that you have in Battlefield 4. I still prefer Battlefield 4 to this, but this is just a lot of fun in its own right. I know if you watched my Xbox One collection video, I said the only Battlefield game that I really don't like is Battlefield Hardline, and this is probably my second favorite Battlefield game as of right now. Make some room for this stuff. Another pickup that I got because I got a good deal on it was Bioshock The Collection. This is, of course, the 3 Bioshock games with all of their DLC. I have sort of a weird relationship with this game. I have owned this game for now 3 different systems, and I have only played a little bit of the first game. I should say I've owned a Bioshock game for 3 different systems. The Xbox 360, PS3, and now Xbox One. I started the first game. I never finished it. And when I saw this came out, I figured, you know what the hell, I should throw myself into these games and because they're all really good. So eventually I will finish all 3 of these. I will just do it on the Xbox One. Next up is Dead Rising 4. I picked this up used. The Dead Rising series has been sort of a roller coaster ride. The very first game was so cool, but so hard. I never finished it. I never played the second one or Dead Rising 2 off the record. I did play a demo of the second one. It seemed better than the first one. I just never got it. I did get Dead Rising 3, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. This I actually like the most so far. I have not finished this yet, but I have started playing it. It is a lot of fun. Frank West is back, and I really enjoy that. I prefer him as the main character of these games, based on what I've played so far anyway. So this is a lot of fun. So if you like zombies and hacking and slashing and all that kind of fun stuff, especially using all sorts of different types of weird weaponry that you can build and craft, this is a must-get. Next up is Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the Special Edition. This, I finished Oblivion, Skyrim 4, or not Skyrim 4, Elder Scrolls 4. I finished Oblivion on the Xbox 360, and I loved it. I started Skyrim on the 360, and for some reason I never really got into it, or at least got into it to where I could finish it. I've gotten so much farther in this version of the game than I've ever gotten into into it on the 360, and I did that within the first few days of owning it. This just really sunk its teeth into me, and I haven't finished it yet, but there's so much to do in this. You could play this literally forever and not do everything. So this has the ability to do PC mod stuff to it, which I haven't even messed around with. And it does have the DLC, the Dawn Guard, Hearthfire, and Dragonborn add-ons. This, if you've got to sacrifice some free time, pick this up. This is just amazing. Next up is Gears of War 4. I have not cracked this open yet. This does also include the 4 bonus games here. The original Gears of War 2, 3, and Judgment. And for some reason, I just have not yet cracked this open and gotten into it yet. I have a friend at work who wants to play this online together, the co-op, and we just have not hooked up to do that yet. So it is another year. It's another Madden game. I unapologetically buy these every year. This one is really good. Probably the best of the recent editions. Usually there's always one thing really wrong with a Madden game that keeps it from being my favorite, and then they'll improve that and ruin something else the next year. But this is probably one of the more well-balanced versions that I've played in quite some time. I really enjoyed it. I have played through one complete season, so I've essentially completed it. They have the ultimate, the ultimate team or whatever. And I just have not ever messed around with that. Ultimate team. It's sort of like a fantasy football thing. I just don't get into that at all. Next up is Titanfall 2. If you watched my Xbox One Collection video from June, I said that I was really looking forward to this, and I really like this. This does have a full single-player campaign as well as the multiplayer, and the single-player campaign, I just started it, and it is really cool. I really enjoy it so far. It's nice to be able to play the Titanfall type game in a single player experience. Of course, Titanfall is all about the multiplayer. That is also awesome. So definitely check this out. For some reason, I don't know why the Titanfall games kind of get overlooked, and a lot of people have said that this one, the sales of it, I guess, have been really disappointing. You could get this fairly cheap now. I don't remember what I paid for this. I did get it on sale, but it certainly wasn't full price. It wasn't $60. I will rarely, if ever, pay $60 for a game. If I can get it used or on sale, that's the way to go. And this has definitely been marked down from full price since it came out last year. Definitely pick it up if you liked the first one. And last but not least, this is a Telltale game, and I really enjoyed the Telltale Batman game. I played that on the PS4. I'll do a PS4 update video soon. And the Walking Dead series on Xbox One. I have not started this one yet. You can see that it's still in the plastic, and you can see that I got it on clearance from Target. I picked this up for $8.98, but this is The Wolf Among Us, which I've heard many, many good things about. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. But the Telltale games are always a lot of fun. They're kind of games that you can play when you're not really feeling like thinking too terribly much, I guess, or because it's a lot of just on the fly stuff, and you watch it and you kind of interact with it, but you're not really playing. I don't know if that's a giving them a fair shake, because there's still a lot of fun and there's still a lot of stuff to do in the Telltale games, but I just really enjoy them. They're more relaxing. I guess that's a better term for what they are. They're more relaxing than your typical action game. And they're a little more cerebral. So I guess when I said that there's not a lot of thinking involved, I was totally wrong. But they're more cerebral, and just it's a different experience than sitting down and playing your typical action game, and even your typical adventure game. So there you go. That's my Xbox One pickups from June of, well, I guess the beginning of July 2016 to February 2017. So thanks again for watching, everybody. As always, feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.